For generations, waiting was a requirement of doing business. If you wanted to buy something, you joined a line and sacrificed your afternoon. Even inside the home, preparing a single meal meant active physical labor over a hot stove. Everyday survival demanded patience and sweat. Today, that physical effort has evaporated. A single tap triggers an invisible global supply chain, dropping packages onto your welcome mat minutes later. Living completely free of friction used to be a luxury reserved for royalty. Now it is the expected everyday baseline for an average Tuesday. This brings us to a rather strange contradiction. Millions of young adults are currently enjoying the most effortless lifestyle in human history, yet they are experiencing record levels of financial anxiety. Yes, housing costs are high, and inflation plays a real role. But beneath those macroeconomic forces lies a quiet internal drain on our wallets that we actively invite into our lives. This disconnect points to a phenomenon called the convenience trap, a system that operates by removing the psychological friction between an impulse and a purchase. The trap operates through a few distinct mechanisms. The first is algorithmic spending. Artificial intelligence continuously scans your digital footprint to predict what you are likely to buy, long before you ever type a search query. This flowchart illustrates exactly how that works. Raw, scattered data about your habits funnels into an algorithm, which then surfaces the exact right product at the exact right moment. What feels like a spontaneous personal choice is actually a highly engineered business outcome. Then there is invisible spending. Humans naturally feel a psychological pain of paying when handing over physical cash. Modern digital interfaces are built specifically to bypass that natural cognitive defense mechanism. Look at this single block resting at the bottom of the chart. It represents one delivery fee, or a single buy now, pay later installment. On its own, a frictionless $3 charge feels insignificant, but these minor expenses aggregate. Over the course of a year, those tiny, painless microtransactions rapidly multiply and quietly stack up into a towering drain of thousands of dollars. Digital payment tools act as financial anesthesia. They mask the sensation of spending, making it difficult to feel the actual impact of continuous consumption on a bank balance. Not too long ago, software, music, and movies were tangible things. You walked into a store, paid for a physical box, and you owned that product forever. This diagram shows our new reality, subscription dependency. Endless, recurring monthly payments are flowing outward to digital services. From fitness apps to cloud storage, and even heated seats in your car, true ownership is evaporating. We accept these endless payments because of the promise of time optimization. Frictionless technology was supposed to clear our schedules so we could focus on more important, fulfilling things. Yet, the hours we gain from avoiding grocery stores and bank lines are rarely converted into productive action. Instead, that newfound time creates a vacuum, one that is almost always filled by staring at a screen and consuming more content. We successfully eliminated physical effort from our routines, only to replace it with a permanent lock-in to passive, continuous consumption. This brings us to psychological adaptation. The brain is remarkably good at getting used to things. An extraordinary, instant convenience very quickly normalizes into your expected baseline. As our expectations rise, our patience collapses. Waiting 2 days feels agonizing. Walking into a store feels like an unreasonable burden. The modern digital economy targets the microsecond of hesitation between an impulse and a transaction. Its goal is to erase any remaining friction that might lead to a second thought. None of this means convenience itself is the enemy. Technology has improved our quality of life in measurable ways, provided it is used as a tool rather than an unconscious default. The danger arises when we allow the absolute ease of a system to make long-term financial decisions on our behalf without a second of critical thought. In a world designed to decide for you, the ultimate modern luxury is the ability to remain intentional. Reclaiming your financial future requires a willingness to reintroduce a little friction.